another man. I was thrown into confusion. All the world I thought was true was nothing but illusion. So now I'm a liar, I'm a loser, I'm a bastard and abuser, and I'm wondering how much lower can I go? I've been beaten, I've been bloodied, I've been broken and betrayed. Wondering how much lower can I go? Even though I know it's wrong, I wish my pain upon the world. I curse the lives of lucky men. Into this hell I hope they're hurled. I was once a good man. Now I'm living in this hell. 'Cause I'm a liar, I'm a boozer, I'm a bastard and abuser, and I'm wondering how much lower can I go? I've been beaten, I've been bloodied, I've been broken and betrayed, and I'm wondering how much lower can I go? So I'm wondering how much lower can I go?
And I'm wondering how much lower can I go? Oh shit! They can hear me singing. All right, we're gonna do song number 2. What song is gonna be song number 2? Let's see. We know what song's gonna be song number 2. Happy Sunday, fellas.
Say make
Shout out to
money,
Skillful
money,
Man.
make
You didn't have to
money,
do that,
money,
bro.
money.
That's
Make
crazy.
money, money, make money, money,
Appreciate
money.
that.
Money makes go round. I'm the talk around town. Remy gave me the sound. I need that Skrilla on the Rilla. I need that Skrilla on the Rilla. Money makes the world go round. I'm the talk around town. Remy gave me the sound. I need that Skrilla on the Rilla. I need that Skrilla on the Rilla. Survival of the fittest, you can sink or swim. I've been broke, I ain't never going back again. I need some C-notes, some cheddar, and a stack of ends. I need a bowl of dough, I don't need no Facebook friends. I need a pack of them snaps, a handful of Fetty Wops, and rubber band on my greenbacks. Look, dawg, don't be playing with my paper. I need every red cent, that's why I brought my little scraper. You don't know me, homie, I rob my own neighbor with a clock around my neck with a style that's so flavor. Give me the loot is just an understatement. I'm about to take your bank and put it in my basement. Make money, money, make money, money, money. Make money, money, make money, money, money. Say take money, money, take money, money, money. Take money, money, take money, money, money. Money makes the world go round. I'm the talk around town. Remy gave me the sound. I need that Skrilla on the Rilla. I need that Skrilla on the Rilla. Money makes the world go round. I'ma talk around town. Remy gave me the sound. I need that Skrilla on the Rilla. I need that Skrilla on the Rilla. The root of all evil, I don't agree with that. It's hard to do when you riding around with 10 racks. Golden Arches, St. Louis, I'm the Big Mac. St. Petersburg, Russia, you can find it on the map. I'm so cold I can spit the snow. That's why they call me Nitro with the nicest flow. On the real, man, I hate it when they call me bro. It's getting on my nerves like these bills and these haters, yo. Cheer, a grown man with a loaf of bread. I keep a stack of Benjis right under my bed. Check it, my shoebox is the stash spot. I used to keep my scratch at my dad's house. I got a deadline, so I need the cake. I need a plan, so my duck is gonna try to escape. Yeah, I'm always looking for the currency, a large amount, call it a pretty penny. Money makes the world go round. I'm the talk around town. Remy gave me the sound. I need that Skrilla on the Rilla. I need that Skrilla on the Rilla. Money makes the world go round. I'ma talk around town.
Let's
Remy
go,
gave me the
Phillies!
sound. I need that
Happy
Skrilla
Sunday,
on the
guys.
Rilla. I need that Skrilla on the Rilla. You got a $5 bill, put your hands up. You got a $10 bill, put your hands up. You got a $20 bill, put your
Happy
hands
Sunday,
up.
fellas.
You got a $50 bill, put your hands up. Holla, holla. Money makes the world go round.
Let's get those good vibes going in the chat, fellas. Little bit of fighting in the pregame lobby in the chat, guys. Keep your head up. Don't let the negative energy get to you, man. If someone's trolling you, throw it off, bro. Because I've said this before. If someone's trolling you, it's because probably they're having a shitty day themselves. And they want to bring you down with them. So, let's get this rod. Frank, Wesley, Mike, Woods and Waters, man. Lieutenant Dan Daigle, Brett. Let's go, fellas. Happy Sunday. Guys, I'm watching the movie, The Big Short. A lot of you guys told me to watch the movie, The Big Short. So I'm watching that tonight. I'm looking forward to it. I didn't know it had Steve Carell in it. That gets me super hyped. Because he's one of the comedy masters, in my opinion. One of the comedy goats, in my opinion, is Steve Carell. So I'm excited. Let me know. You guys seen that movie? Is it good? Let me know. I'm excited to watch that, though. And also, shout out to Skillful, who sent a huge super chat in the beginning of the stream. Didn't need to do that, man. I appreciate you, though. That's absolutely insane. Appreciate you guys. Once again, guys, if someone's trolling you in the chat, just ignore them, dude. Right? Just ignore it. The more you fight with them, the more they're going to get happy. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what they want. Right? So just ignore them. I try my best to do that, too. And you guys in the chat, you kind of have to put it up with it sometimes too. You just got to ignore the people who are poking at you, man. Because they want a reaction. And if you don't give them a reaction, that's going to piss them off even more than you fighting with them. You know what I'm saying? Just a little bit of a tip out there. Watch Wall Street first. I watched The Wolf of Wall Street. I watched that. That was a fantastic movie. That was one of the best movies I've ever seen. I loved that movie because I love those type of movies about the stock markets that are based on true events. So I'm super excited for this one, man. I sound like what's his name? I don't know, man. But I'm super excited for the movie tonight. I thought I'd let you guys know. I had a protein shake before the stream. My stomach kind of hurts now because, whenever I drink the protein shake, my stomach kind of hurts. So in about 30 minutes, if you guys hear a little bit of just know it's because I drank the protein shake. It's not because I'm just doing it because I don't have any manners. Sometimes I have manners, sometimes I don't. But you might hear this in about 30 minutes. So, I'm just letting you know now. Anyways, let's talk some charts, man. Let's talk some charts. Mr. Hart, what's going on, buddy? He said, from the 80s. I thought you were talking about the Wolf of Wall Street movie. That was a good movie. You talking about an 80s movie? That's way before my time, man. Listen, I wasn't even born yet in the 80s. That's way before I don't want to be watching black and white movies. You know what I'm saying? I don't even want to watch black and white movies. I'll stick with color movies. You know what I'm saying? I'm trolling. I'm trolling a little bit here. Okay, now I'm trolling, bro. JBH, what's going on, man? Bass said it's getting warm in here. It is getting warm in here, dude. Liam said 28K incoming. Yeah, that's what the level we've been sort of waiting for here. Bitcoin's just taking its sweet time to do anything. Of course, this weekend, nothing really happened this weekend. You had some up moves on some altcoins. You had some down moves on some altcoins today. Pretty much back where we started on Friday. Not really much going on. Bitcoin still waiting to see if we're going to reclaim back above 29.7, which would be the bullish scenario, where we would get back into the previous range and we would target the range high. Still cannot do that. And we are making lower highs as we sort of approach that level, right? And then if we can't do that, we've been talking about how this, obviously we've tried a few times here. We've tried 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days of getting it back above there. Obviously, if we can't continue to get back above there, the big support is down here at the bull market support band, which is the 20-week SMA and the 21-week EMA. Which comes down here in the mid 27s to the low 28Ks. Right in this 28K region is where I would expect some big support for Bitcoin. If we were to get there, and it would make so much sense on so many levels considering it was the previous top, right? We never retested this level. You have big inefficiency on the chart right here. You have this upward sloping support line that we've been holding since the lows on every single low that we put in for Bitcoin. And you have the bull market support band right there, right? And if we went down there, right, that would give you the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for all you Elliott Wave nerds out there. You know what I'm saying? Because I know there's a lot of Elliott Wave nerds out there, which is cool, man. If you're an Elliott Wave nerd, by all means, be your Elliott Wave nerd. Because Elliott Wave nerds are pretty cool, man. But yeah, that's still a level we're waiting for, and that's where I expect a bounce for Bitcoin if we get there. We just have not got there yet. And I am not trying to time the market right now, guys. I am not trading right now. Bitcoin's in no man's land. Until it gets back above 29.7 or retests 28K, I am doing nothing. nothing. I ain't touching nothing. Just kidding. I have been buying some altcoins. You guys know the ones that are at the lows I've been buying. But for Bitcoin, as far as trades go, I ain't doing no trades in this range, man, because you're in no man's land. Zero, zilch, nada, wadabango, shunashango. You know, so that's what we got, right? Take your guess whether you think we're going to pump up this week or dump. Flip a coin. I think in the bigger picture, it's more about Bitcoin just making another higher low and us continuing higher throughout the rest of this year. But that's that. Brian, so I have my own personal Netflix. I know too much about TV, unfortunately. I know nothing about TV, dude. I know nothing about pop culture. You know what I mean? You could ask me the most simple question, right? I don't know, Brian, in the chat, ask me the most simple question you have about pop culture. I probably won't know. I am so bad. I don't follow that stuff. I don't follow what Kanye West is doing, what Kardashians are doing. I don't give a flying F what those people are doing. You know what I'm saying? I don't care about pop culture. I know a lot of people do. But to me, I could care less what movies coming out or what was the best movie in the 70s or what was the best song in the 60s. I don't give a flying F. We all got different interests, I guess, though. Let's see. Daddy! What's going on, Everett? What's going on, bro? You know I'm going to pull out the daddy today. I'm just waiting for the good call. Daddy! Sorry for all the wives if you're listening. It's a crypto streamer. He's not watching the hub. Okay? He's not watching the hub. I'll do it one more time for the wife that's not listening right now. Daddy! All right, enough of daddy. Enough of daddy, guys. We got the weekly close tonight, guys. So 51 minutes until the weekly close. Let's go check out the weekly. So the weekly, once again, red candle in the weekly. I think we can all agree on that, unless you're colorblind and, you know, you do what you got to do. To me, looking at the weekly chart, right? It's still kind of that same standpoint. I think, you know, when we looked at where we bounced for Bitcoin in these last couple dips, right? We had this dip, but we had obviously we're coming down again, right? We got a bounce off the bull market support band, came up. We got another bounce off the bull market support band. Obviously, you wicked slightly below, but you closed inside of it. Got a bounce. That, like we said, is coming in right around that 28K level. The high 27s, the low 28s, somewhere in that region. Just makes so much sense for so many different reasons for a bounce. So that's why I don't know if Bitcoin gets there, but I think that's the most logical spot for a bounce if we do get there. And we've talked about. Here we go. That was a good song. I don't know what it was, but I liked the 5 seconds of it. And we talk about on the weekly time frame how we're looking for another higher low on Bitcoin. Historically speaking, we do not come and test the base again. We test it one time, okay? Maybe this time is different. Maybe this time is different for Bitcoin, and maybe we test it more than once. But historically speaking, when we break out of our bottom range, which I think we can all agree was 15K to about 24K, or 25K, sorry. Once we broke out of that range, we already back tested that back in June, right? And historically, we've looked at this. We've only back tested the range one time. And I know like a lot of people like to look back to say 2020 and say that Bitcoin has to go test the lows again. Well, I think the reason why Bitcoin came and tested those lows again was because in this market here, you can see we broke out of our initial bottom range. We broke up, but we never back tested it, right? We just instantly pumped up. So we never tested this as support. And then later, like what we're talking a year later, Bitcoin came back down, tested that, and got a bounce right off of it, right? So you can see in the 2020 market, we tested it once. And then also back in here, We can all agree this was the bottom consolidation range back in 2015, right? We broke out of it. We back tested it one time. We never saw a back test again. From that point, we made higher lows, right? So that's why, to me, and for many different reasons, Bitcoin could still pull back here. But I am looking for a higher low above 25K. I do not think we go back below 25K. It would just be different than every other cycle if that was the case, right? And 28K, right, in this bull market support band on a weekly close is where I look for a bounce, right? So that's what we got, right? Still just patience, but, you know, more of a clue now. As we start to come and we start to paint some better candles than we saw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 candles, boring ass candles, we got a little bit better of a clue now that we got this red candle here, which is nice. Anyways, Bitcoin's still at 29,230, so it's bouncing back up here in the short term, fellas. Whale Talk. What's up, bro? What's going on, bro? KFR rants the thoughts on the Litecoin halving. Usually it gets front run, right? And I think the reason why Litecoin did way better than a lot of altcoins this year was because it was front run. If you're looking at the Litecoin halving now, I personally think you're a little bit too late, right? A lot of those times, those things are buy the rumor, sell the news events. I think the Litecoin halving is in a few days, I believe, right? I think it's a little bit too late to play the Litecoin play. I could be wrong. Maybe Litecoin shoots up. You know what I mean? So do whatever you need to do. In my opinion, I think, you know, a lot of times those are buy the rumor, sell the news. If you look at the previous Litecoin halvings, a lot of times it pumps up before and then afterwards you see it drop after the halving. So I don't know, man. Clint said the old bull market support band, like a rubber band being flicked on. Clint, you want your bull market support band tested? I don't know if you do. I don't know if you do. I feel like getting Clint in trouble tonight. Let's get Clint in trouble real quick. Clint, Daddy, you want your bull market support band tested? That's not the only band I got for you, Daddy. You and your 1-inch cock. I got a band for it. I gotta get Clint in trouble tonight, fellas. It's always one of the goals of the stream is get Clint in trouble with his wife. No, we don't want to do that. Shout out to Clint's wife. She's probably listening right now. Ada's new upgrades coming soon. Oh, is it? Is it? I mean, there's been so many projects with different upgrades, dude. You know? But, all right. So we take a look at that. We'll look at this in a little bit. Stock market futures, which we know that we're having patience with these. Historically speaking, right? Again, Bitcoin usually doesn't break out of its consolidation range until S&P 500 tests all-time highs, right? So the S&P 500 all-time highs are 4,800. It's at 4,600 right now. We are about 3% away from that point. And we've gone over this many different times that Bitcoin usually breaks out, as in doesn't be boring anymore, when the S&P hits it, right? August 2020, S&P broke out, all-time highs, Bitcoin broke out. Whoops. Right here, July 2016, S&P 500 broke all-time highs, Bitcoin broke out, right? So you can see where we are approaching that level. Week by week by week, the bears keep saying the stock market is topped, and they keep being wrong every single damn week. And until they stop calling the top, and the bears get bullish, this thing's going to continue up, because that's how the market works. So as the S&P approaches this, that's probably going to be a big clue on what we probably can expect Bitcoin to break through 32K. In my opinion, I think Bitcoin breaks through 32K when the S&P tests all-time highs, or gets through it. But let's at least test it first. That's probably when Bitcoin finally breaks through 32K based off history. So we got a little work to do, but this, I mean, historically, I mean, if we continue to move up like we have, this could be within the next 2 or 3 weeks, if this thing keeps moving up like this. So that's what we got in stock markets. NASDAQ's up about another 0.33%. DXY's down to start the week, which is good. Altcoins, like I said, Saturday, they were going up. Today, they're going down. It's like we're having bull market and bear market within days at this point, based off sentiment. But, altcoin market, we come up, make a higher low. We come up, make a higher low. We've talked about at this point with the altcoin market, we just want to continue to see higher lows come in on the altcoin market, which we have since the beginning of June. So the last 2 months, we've seen higher highs, higher lows for the altcoin market. So that's what we got on the altcoin market. I know Scorpion asked for Crow. All right, so we don't have to talk about this again. Let's go look at Crow. Now, here's what I'll say about Crow to start the stream, fellas.
Rant alert.
Any centralized exchange token, I don't want anything to do with that. I don't want anything to do with a centralized exchange token, right? I know some people disagree. Some people love BNB. Some people love Crow. Some people like Qcoin. Whatever you want to do. But any type of centralized exchange token, I don't want anything to do with that. Just because I think we're getting away from those things. But, to each their own. Crow, I mean, you did swing fail this low, right? But it doesn't have the same structure that I like typically. And if we kind of just look at this from a chart perspective, it's not a bad spot. It's not in a bad spot from a chart perspective. Ignore the fundamentals, whatever you want to do. From a chart perspective, it's not in a bad spot on the weekly. But once again, it's not my favored formation that I want to be buying at the lows, right? You know what I like, guys. I like the one hit, the rise, the second hit, third hit, right? That's kind of been the formula to find the ones that have broken out in the last couple months. Is this structure? It doesn't really have that structure to me. Doesn't mean it can't go up. I mean, it's doing the same thing as the other alts for the most part here. But yeah, like these ones that don't have a third low, I think, to me, probably come and actually test these lows one more time, in my personal opinion. So, once again, just like the other alts, man, I think they're in consolidation ranges, right? I think you can make an argument that a lot of the lows are in for most altcoins. I just think they're in consolidation ranges at this point. So the closer you can buy them to the lows, the better, So, I mean, if you can pick up Crow again back down here towards 5 cents, go for it, man. if you like it, Let's see. Thoughts on Doge Chain? You scooped 2,200% this morning. Nice, dude.
Strap up. We're going to the moon.
I'm proud of you, dude. 2,200% on Doge Chain. That's what I'm talking about, man. Nice, dude. I'm proud of you. I didn't get 2,200% today, but I'm happy that you did, dude. I'm happy that you did, dude. Let's see. What do you guys see in here? Jordan, have a look at Curve. The Curve finance news? Oh, Lord. Let's look at Curve real quick. That thing got absolutely kerbonked. Actually, it's not even down that much, considering. It's down about 18%. Curve. Interesting one there. But yeah, Curve had, I don't know, exploit, hack, whatever it was. But they had this go on today. So this one's back down towards the range lows. To me, I'm not really interested in Curve anyways, but to me, when there's like those hacks sometimes that can kind of like kill a project in the short term, like Phantom was one of the biggest gainers back in the January pump. Ever since it had that hack, it's just been a shit show. You know what I mean? And you guys know what I mean. So, I mean, it's back down the range, but when something has something like that happen to it, I don't know, man. Do your own research on that. But it hasn't really gone anywhere though. You just back down to the bottom of the range, right? Up, down, up, down, up, down. It is what it is, but it is down 18%. So for the curved hours out there, later, Gator. It's not the first booger. Shout out to Judge, man. Judge, you said no one's perfect in this world, bro. Judge, you are perfect, man. You are perfect, dude. 18% so far? Yeah, 18%. 18% on curve at the moment. We'll see if it goes down lower. It probably does. Like I said, the sometimes with these, it can be kind of a slow bleed after the case. So, you know, a lot of times that could be a death sentence for a project. When there's so many altcoins now, right? Think about it from this perspective. When there's so many altcoins now, why would you throw money in? And this is just the way I look at it. Why would you throw money in one that had something bad happen to it when there's 20,000 other altcoins you could choose from? You know what I mean? That's kind of my perspective on it. But hey, maybe it bounces back and I eat my words, and maybe the FUD marks the lows, as we like to call it, even though it's not really FUD. I mean, FUD is when something's like not as bad as it seems. But I mean, that's a little bit different, I guess. Anyways, Bitcoin 29,253. We got 37 minutes into the daily close, fellas. Let's get this shit, dude. 37 minutes, fellas.
The daily close.
I can't wait to watch this movie tonight. It's gonna be a fantastic movie. Any new updates on the aliens, by the way? You guys love to talk about the aliens. Any new updates on the aliens coming out? I haven't heard anything. I haven't heard nothing about the aliens, dude. I'm waiting to see if Bitcoin can break this this trend line here. Very simple trend line, right? We got 1 rejection, 2 rejections, 3 rejections. I'm waiting to see if Bitcoin can break through this trend line in the short term. I know Bath has like a little wedge that he likes over here. I'm gonna keep it as this is the trend line. If we break the trend line, all right, let's get it, man. We might have something to talk about. But in the meantime, we're still just waiting here on the Bitcoins. On the Bitcoins. I think the best thing going into this week is that futures on stocks are up again. That's always a good sign on Monday. The aliens said F it and left. Dude, these aliens, man. Dude, I'm sick of hearing about these alien rumors. Here's my biggest gripe with the aliens, guys. Humans are aliens, first of all. Second of all, aliens do exist. Third of all, everyone and their frickin' mother has a frickin' smartphone nowadays. Everyone. There's like, what, 7 billion people on Earth? My thing is, all the videos that we have of these UFOs are like they're from the 1970s. Like they're the worst quality, shittiest videos. Dude, think about it this way. If there was a UFO flying in the air right now, right out this window, I would just pull out my phone and have an HD, beautiful, beautiful video of a UFO flying. How come all these videos are like from the 1970s and you can't even see anything and everything's blurry? Like, you know what I mean? I could just pull out my phone and have an HD YouTube video ready to go, UFO in the air. And it actually shows something that looks like that. Not this fake video that looks stupid. You know what I mean? That's my one gripe with the whole alien thing. Is everyone has access to a smartphone now. There's eyes everywhere in the earth, but yet we only have shitty videos of these damn things. You know what I mean? It doesn't add up to me. We have satellites, smartphones, but yet we can't get anything good on them. I don't know, man. Apparently one crashed in the desert. No one has a video of it. You know what I mean? We just forget about it. It doesn't add up to me, man. It doesn't add up to me, bro. Yeah, it's like the Bigfoot shit. God, Clint, could we talk about Bigfoot? Bigfoot is the biggest BS I've ever heard in my life. Bigfoot. Oh my God. You know how I know Bigfoot's the biggest BS, Clint? This goes out to my homie Clinty, man. I love Clint, by the way. But here's my gripe with Bigfoot. Bigfoot was the big craze back in like the 70s, 80s. Everyone liked to talk about Bigfoot being real. Why? Because you could easily fake videos back then, right? And people believed all that stuff, right? But once again, now that everyone has an access to a camera on their smartphone, now all of a sudden, no one can find a video of Bigfoot. You know what I'm saying? Doesn't add up to me. Oh, so Bigfoot had no problem walking around humans back when there was no cameras, and everyone and their mother saw him back then. When there was no cameras, everyone saw him. But now, when I can just go, whoop, whoop, bring up my camera in literally 2 seconds, no one can get a video of Bigfoot. Please. Please with frickin' Bigfoot, man. It's like the frickin' Loch Ness Monster, too. Every sailor have seen the Loch Ness Monster, but yet no one can get a video. It's like, come on. To me, it's just common sense. Dude, if there was an alien bug on the floor right now, I'd just go, what? Boom, alien bug. You know what I mean? It would be so easy to get a video of the damn alien bug. It doesn't even make any sense. It doesn't even make any sense. That's it. Because of the technology advances, Sasquatch has moved deeper into the woods. It's like he knows we have smartphones, so he just goes deeper into the woods. That's funny, dude. August is going to be a green pickle. Hopefully, Joey, man. At this point, man, I'm just waiting for the market to do what it needs to do, man. I'm still super confident in the market going higher this year. I'm just having patience, and we're just having fun. What we can talk about while we have the time. We all know what we're waiting for at this point, man. Bears are waiting for lower, bulls are waiting for higher. We all have different reasons why we think it's going to happen, right? I've made my case a million freaking times. And I can't make it anymore. You know, I can't make it anymore, man. All right. Anyways, let's keep an eye. We got 32 minutes into the daily close.
The daily close.
Let's see. Makes sense. He's camera shy. Yeah, maybe he just found a nice cave and he lives his life in a cave. I don't know. The other legend is that the Yeti. Is the Yeti and Bigfoot the same thing? Is Yeti and Bigfoot the same thing? I don't know if it is. But the legend has it that the Yeti is in the, I think the Himalayan mountains. Which would make sense. Only so many people can go up to the Himalayan mountains. And he can easily... Is how we do. Only so many people can go... Jesus. All day, nothing. And then this guy's fat ass has to sit on the freaking keys. I swear to God, guys. This guy's fat ass and his freaking keys. He never sits on his keys with his damn jeans, fixing his car, doing what? No, maybe he's not even doing that. Maybe he's trying to find the remote on his freaking couch. He sits on his damn keys every stream with his fat ass. All right, anyways. Now, the Yeti could make sense if he's up in the Himalayan mountains, guys. Because not too many people can go up there, and he can hide easily up in the Himalayan mountains. So that one, maybe. I can see the logic there. You know? I can see the logic. But that's what we got. You know who set off that alarm? The Sasquatch. That's a good one, dude. That's a good one, dude. All right. We got anything moving? Optimism's getting a little move up here at the weekly close. Let's go to the daily time frame. We're right at resistance on OP. So just be careful here. But OP is up 7% on the day, actually. So OP's having a pretty nice day. Just coming up to this, like, this order block right here. But nonetheless, still a good, nice day. We'll see if OP can break through this general order block right there, which seems to be a little resistance, say, for Optimism. But Optimism's getting a nice little move up. Uniswap continues up. Uniswap actually flirting with breaking these resistance points, which actually I should have moved this up to the wicks here. There we go. Flirting with these resistance points too. So we have Uniswap testing resistance. We got Optimism up 7.36%. We'll get a little pump song going, which might mean the eventual short song, but why not, man? We'll get a little OP pump in here. Shout out to OP. Liam said 28K is a would make sense, but who cares? Always in the law. You do what you gotta do, man. You do what you gotta do. OP is going to be huge in the bull, guys. OP is going to be huge in the bull. I'm telling you. I think OP is an easy 20x. Easy. And I actually think I might be discounting it. I think OP is an easy 20x. Otherwise, Bitcoin looks like it wants to come flirt with this trend line again. It's just going sideways. Nothing's really happening on it, but we got a little bit of a dump. Everyone was like, oh my God, look at it. The bears were like jerking off that Bitcoin dumped to 29K. Now it's back up. Now the bulls are going to be jerking off. Yeah, I mean, so, like I said, we basically went through a bull market, a bear market, and a bull market again on a Sunday afternoon. You got to love crypto, man. Got to love crypto. Only in this market can you do that, fellas. Besides that, mostly pullbacks today after Saturday was a green day. Mostly pullbacks after Saturday. Bitcoin Cash getting a little bit of a move up. We're going to see Bitcoin Cash round 2. Let's see. Bitcoin Cash 2. I do hold still some of Bitcoin Cash. I did take some profits and throw it in some other stuff, but I'm still holding a little bit of Bitcoin Cash. We'll see if Bitcoin Cash can have round 2. Ethereum Classic. The Ethereum Classic is one that I think is due for a little bit of a move up. Besides that, it got costs up slightly, but like I said, mostly red day today across the markets, as mostly just resetting what the green was back on Saturday, right? But yeah, Knuckle Buster, nice, dude. Let's see. That song is trash. Hold up. Let me do this. Hold up.
Well, I'm a liar, I'm a boozer, I'm a bastard and abuser, and I'm wondering how much lower can I go? I've been beaten, I've been bloodied, I've been broken and betrayed, and I'm wondering how much lower can I go? Found her with another man. I was thrown into confusion. All the world I thought was true.
Come on, fellas. It's Saturday.
So now I'm a liar, I'm a loser,
It's Sunday.
I'm a bastard and abuser, and I'm
It's Sunday, fellas. Let's get this shit. No, guys. Here's the thing. Fellas. If what we've been talking about has been the case, all right. My thing is this. I think we got a few more weeks to possibly a few more months of accumulation here. I believe that the halving is going to get front run. I mean, that's just going based on previous circumstances where the halving's gotten front run every single time. But everyone likes to act like Bitcoin only goes up at the halving, which is just not true. I personally think we got a few more weeks of a few more months of accumulation. And I've made this case many different times, as the S&P approaching all-time highs is typically when Bitcoin breaks out and leaves its accumulation range. We're about 3% from there on the S&P. Altcoin market to me is in Wyckoff. I think we got some more time on the altcoin market. I still think we got a few months on the altcoin market to get stuff at the lows if you needed to. I don't think it's going to just shoot up tomorrow. I think you've got plenty of time. But kind of like we've been saying all of 2023. 2023 is the year of accumulation. It's already August, fellas. You know what I mean? Like, time is running out. This year's going by super, super quick. You'll even notice it. I think we got some more time in here. I think, just looking at the schematic here, I think there's a possibility that, at some point we can see another dip down here. It's something like this. Test these lows one more time. But as long as we continue to make higher lows on this altcoin schematic here, I think we got a few more months tops, in my personal opinion. And for the rest of 2023, I am stacking like a madman because I've been through this market twice now. Well, this is going to be my third time if it's going to play out, which I don't see any reason why it wouldn't because it's been playing out exactly like it always has. I ain't making the mistake of second guessing myself, right? Because there's many times, right? You'll be looking at the market down here, and you'll this whole like you don't even realize it. Back in 2020, I always like to say this run, people think that this was just like the easiest run. Like, oh, you buy the COVID lows, you run it to the highs, and there was no pessimism. Everyone just thinks that everyone was bullish and everything was going up. If you were in the market, I always like to say this, if you were in the market at any point until Bitcoin broke all-time highs, this whole run right here was pessimism, right? Just like since the lows of Bitcoin we've seen, this whole run here has been pessimism. This whole run, pessimism. Every drop, it's like Bitcoin's going to go to 12K, 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 12K. It was the same thing back here when we went up during COVID. Different reasons why we went up. We went up because of money printing. I think we're going to go up this time because I think everyone's off sides. I think everyone's bearish. People say there's no money in the sidelines. Yes, there is, because there's a lot of bears out there. I think people are off sides. Just like for the stock market, people are off sides, right? People were off sides this whole year thinking that we're going to have the great financial collapse this year. And they were all off sides, and that's why we've seen the stock market rip up like this. I think Bitcoin's due to do that too. And if you were in the market back here, a lot of pessimism on this ride up. Oh, it's COVID, the economy's gonna blow, right? No one's buying shit, everyone's just saving stuff. Where's the money gonna come from? Everyone's saving money because there's a pandemic, and then rock, right? You go up. I think Bitcoin's gonna do that too, again, just for different reasons this time. And just like it does it for different reasons every single time. But like I said, in my opinion, I think you got another couple months. I think you got another couple months. Maybe not for Bitcoin, but I think for the altcoin market, you got another couple months. For Bitcoin, I think you're going to have a shorter amount of time than that. But right now, the market is dead. There is no movement in the market, which is perfect because that means everyone is bored. And any move up is going to catch them off guard. And that's what you want. You don't want people paying attention. You want Bitcoin to slowly start to creep up at some point. And then all of a sudden, one day, Bitcoin has a 10% God candle. And then they get that notification when Bitcoin's at 40K and they have to freaking buy higher. And that's what's going to flood the market higher. Is a ton of people off sides, thinking that it's the end of the world in 2023. And that just has not been the case at all. Anyways, I'm ranting right now, fellas. Let's hang out with the chat. Let's hang out with the chat, man. Elon, shout out Clint's wife. Shout out to Clint's wife. She lets him be Clint. You couldn't have a better wife. You could not have a better wife than if you're Clint and you're Clint's wife, GOAT wife. She has to put up with Clint. You know? Zero said, wait, don't leave. I'm not leaving, Zero. I'm not leaving, bro. Knucklebuster said, George, what do you think of Kava and Kaspa, the next bull run? Clint for president 2024. I'm down. Let's vote Clint. Clint, as long as you have to make Bitcoin the world reserve currency, then I'll vote for you. If you don't, actually, we probably shouldn't talk politics here because it is what it is. Anyways, let's not talk politics. Kaspa, whoever you want to call it, is an interesting one. That one's just been crushing it. And I think you guys know me. I'm more of a charts guy. I do believe that a project can have the best fundamentals in the freaking world, but if its chart looks like shit, its chart looks like shit. And sometimes the coin that has the worst fundamentals in the world can pump the best. Sometimes technicals, sometimes pumpamentals and whatnot. What I'll say about CAS is it's got a lot of momentum here. It's got a lot of momentum. Holy guacamole. But it's got a lot of momentum, and I'm a big believer in the coins that are strong through the bear market, and this one's had a ton of momentum in the bear market. Now you're right. Obviously, you're right at resistance. This is where you have caution. You don't get bullish right here, right? You don't get bullish at resistance, or you don't. I mean, you can be bullish if you want to, but don't be buying at resistance. If you're gonna buy it, wait for a pullback. If you don't get a pullback, there's 20,000 other altcoins you can buy. That'll give you a better risk reward, you know. But you know, just like anything else, I think if Bitcoin does what we think it's gonna do over the next 1 to 2 years, then Cost will have a good time. Same thing with the other one, man. What'd you say, Kava? Yeah, I mean, here's my take. If you want my honest take, a lot of people won't give you this honest take. Fundamentals, to me, fundamentals take a back seat to 3 things. The chart, the community of that token, and the pumpamentals. What I mean by pumpamentals is the hype around that token, right? Does it have some new flashy upgrade? Does it have a meme culture to it? Does it have those 3 things, in my opinion, as it stands right now? This might change in the future. I think those 3 things are more important than fundamentals. Because there's been plenty of projects with great fundamentals that haven't done crap. And there's been a lot of projects with no fundamentals, literally 0, that have been the best performers in a bull market. You know? That's just my take, though. Pumpamentals greater than fundamentals. If we're just going based off of you want to make the most money as possible in this market. That's just my take, though. I know people will disagree because their altcoin has the best fundamentals in the world. Okay, sure. Yo! Long on Doge? Nice, Orlando. Long Doge, bro. I got the Shibanichi, man. So I am in the Shibanichi Wyckoff, man. We've been talking about the Shibanichi Wyckoff. Shib's getting a pullback today. But we'll see where it ends up. But I do like the SHIB chart here on the higher term time frames. I don't care if it comes tomorrow or today. But on the weekly, I love SHIB's chart. I think I've sort of said this. I think SHIB is the next one to do the Wyckoff spring phase. We've had pretty good success with calling the ones that get back up to the top of the range. I think SHIB's going to be the next one that gets back to the top of the range. What could cause it? You never know. The charts usually tell you the news before that happens. But I know SHIB has got Shibarium coming up. Makes a lot of sense. The khakis will never get my Moneros. Bath, I'm coming for your Monero, bro. In the apocalypse in 10 years, I will find Bath because I know Bath will have the Monero. What we'll do, though, you know, if there's ever an apocalypse, guys, let's talk about the apocalypse real quick. Because who believes, all right, let me ask you guys this. Who in the chat believes that AI will cause an apocalypse? And what I mean by apocalypse is a decrease in the human population. You can take that however you want. You could take that as them killing us. You could take that as people having less kids because they're marrying robots. But basically, the decrease in human population. Who believes AI will cause the apocalypse? Me? Right here. I do. And how we'll be able to use Monero? Actually, I mean, we'll still be able to. Hopefully, we still have power in the apocalypse, and hopefully AI doesn't take over the power grid, because then we're just effed. Then will you be using swords and shields for real, not just doing that, dude. I don't think AI is capable. Yeah, see, you guys don't get it, man. I'm telling you, watch a documentary on AI apocalypse. I'm telling you, most people don't get it. You guys are underestimating the power of AI. I'm telling you, man. People are underestimating it. Way underestimating it, man. So I'm telling you, watch it. Just search on Google AI apocalypse. Watch that documentary and you will know exactly how they will cause it. I'm telling you, man. I sound like a doomer. But I am telling you, it's coming, dude. They don't even have to do anything. That's the thing. Just watch the documentary. It'll be the first one that pops up. It's fantastic. Knucklebuster, thanks for hanging out, dude. Let's see. Kenny, what's going on, bro? It certainly won't be climate related. Let's not go there. Bath always just gets me to try to talk about something controversial. Oh, Lord. I mean, I think soon the AI talk will be controversial, you know? I think that's going to be very controversial soon. Oh, shit. We got some dump music going on, guys. Anyways, Bitcoin isn't doing shit. So we might have to wait till Monday, fellas. I'm gonna stick on at least to the weekly close here, but it has been since, I mean, what are we talking, Monday? Yeah, it's been a full week of sideways, man. What was this? Saturday to, this was about 7 days. How long did it take for us to dump last time? I'm just curious. So when we got to the lows, yeah, it took us 6 days. We got to the lows. It's been 6 days. Okay. Interesting. I don't know, man. The Bitcoin chart, I don't know what's going to happen, dude. I just feel like it just makes so much sense for it to come right here. You know what I mean? For so many different reasons. Let's see. Hook a brother up with a link for the AI movie. The AI movie. Hold on. Let me search it on YouTube for you, man. I'm telling you, watch this one. I'm telling you, this is the one to watch. AI Apocalypse. Watch the one by the Y-Files. The Y-Files. So guys, if you search AI Apocalypse on YouTube, it's the first one that pops up. It's artificial intelligence out of control. Watch that one, and you will understand what I'm talking about. Okay? It's not Terminator. They're not going to be coming out and shooting at us with guns. It's going to be totally... basically, they don't even need to do anything. Watch that one, man. I'm telling you. It's by the Y-Files. And you will have a different perspective. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, man. Brian said, what's more likely at this point? Parabolic running crypto or back down to 25, 20K? I mean, based off the past, Brian. I mean, what do you mean by parabolic? What's more likely? I don't know. I mean, based off the past, where we've already retested our base. We've already retested the base. We've already retested the base. My take is that up is more likely than down. Right? So, I mean, if you're asking me, what's more likely? Bitcoin goes to 20K or Bitcoin goes to 45K? I think it's way more likely Bitcoin goes to 45K first than 20K. Way more likely at this point, considering what the stock market's doing. And considering what the past has held when the stocks have had a long bear market and then have broken through. Considering the past of that, that's when Bitcoin breaks out. That's not when Bitcoin dumps. If the stock market does this, right? Historically, that's when Bitcoin breaks out, right? That's not usually when Bitcoin dumps. Maybe this time's different. I'm just gonna go based off what's happened in the past. The AI doc probably produced by Sasquatch. Mike said probably produced. It's not me, dude. I wish. It's a pretty damn good video, man. It's a pretty entertaining video, too. I like that one. Rafi said he uploads his consciousness into a computer and then takes over the world. Yeah. Do you think Bitcoin will retest 20K? When is that 50K? I don't think it will test 20K again. Maybe like in the great bust, which I do think is coming too. I think there's going to be a great bust. I just don't think it's now. I think we have another rally here before that happens. But at one point, you'll see me turn into the biggest bear in the world. At some point, you guys will probably hate me. I will be looked at as savvy at one point. But it ain't yet. It ain't yet, fellas. But I will be savvy at some point, and you guys will hate to watch me. Franco said, Jordan, tell us the story of how you and Maya met. All right, Franco. It's a very simple story. She was she's into crypto. She was watching my live streams, and she slid in the DMs. It's as simple as that. It is what it is. And then we planned a meetup. We went to.
It was innocent, okay?
And then we went to where did we go? Oh, Mohegan Sun, and it was a great time. But yeah, I think the bear market is 50 the low. Who knows, dude? I will buy low and sell high. That's all I can say. Drew said, I met my girl at yoga. Now we live together. Nice, dude. You met her at yoga. Drew, what were you doing at yoga, man? Drew was like, you want someone to stress you out? Or you want someone to hold you up? I know what Drew was doing. He knew what he was doing right away. Don't let him fool you. Franco, you gotta tell me now. How you and your wife met. Or you and your girlfriend. I don't know if you guys are married. Or even if you're still together with your girlfriend. But if you are, how did you guys meet? I would love to know, Franco. I would love to know how everyone met. That would be great. Let's see. I was there meeting girls. Good shit, Drew. You only go to do yoga. You only go to do yoga to meet the chicks. I like it, man. Or else you would just go to the gym. Franco said chat room. There's nothing wrong with that, Franco. That's how most people meet nowadays, dude. Me and Maya talk about it all the time, dude. No one goes out. No one goes out anymore, dude. No one goes to the bar, to the club. No one goes outside. You know? Everyone just meets each other online now. That's totally normal. People are still embarrassed to say that, but that's how, I bet that's how, 80% of people meet. That's how, 80% of people meet nowadays. It's through online. You know? Drew said, I haven't done yoga since. That's awesome, dude. He hasn't done yoga since. That's a true G. It's a true G right there. Franco virtual dating. Oh, come on, Mike. I know, Mike. Mike, I know you've been doing. Oh, Lord. David said, I went drinking. Yeah, but you guys got to understand. What I mean by no one is, what I mean by no one is the younger generation. Okay? They're all staying at home, bro. Unless they're in college. If they're in college, okay, they're going to do whatever they're going to do because they're around people their age. But other than that, they ain't going out, bro. They ain't going out anymore. Obviously, us old people, okay? Us old people, aka everyone over the age of 30, we lived in a different time, okay? We lived in a different time. It's a much different time now. You know? Yoga, he went yoga one time. I meet all mine at the... Oh, nice, Anderson. Dude, there's no problem with meeting people online, guys. Why are we putting that down? It's the easiest way to do it, first of all. You know, you don't have to do shit. You can be eating a bag of Doritos and meeting someone. Yeah. That's the most lazy way possible. You don't got to be going out and be talking to someone, right? And then actually putting an effort and acting like you care what they're talking about. No, you can just eat a bag of chips on the couch and just chat. You know, it's way better. Amp said, I met my girl at church. Nice, dude. That is very, very holy of you, man. I am proud. Gunner said we met on OnlyFans. Nice. Nice. You gotta do what you gotta do, man. I met my bag of chips at the store. Me too. I love my bag of chips. I said I was gonna have a snack tonight, but now I kind of want a snack.
Yeah, I'm slightly hungry now.
No, Maj wants a snack too. Franco said, I met my wifey person after talking online for 6 months, then married 2 years later. Married 5 years now. Nice, Franco. Nice, dude. I'm happy for you guys. That's awesome. That's awesome, man. Just make sure you just make sure you tell her. I mean, you don't tell her that you sold your Palantir at $16, man. I'm just playing. Man. Everyone has daddy issues. Young girls are all crazy. Yeah, I would argue 99% of the population is pretty crazy now. I'm pretty crazy, you know. I'm pretty crazy, so I can't call other people crazy, you know. I love how we just started talking about rent. Like this is the market right now, fellas. Hopefully, I gotta think something's gonna change here pretty soon, man, because this is some shit. This is some shit. But we know this is typically what kind of happens at this point. You get an initial upthrust, and then you get a long, boring period, and then you get another upthrust. We're just in that annoying sideways period at the moment. BTC 30K in 2 minutes. I'd be down. Let's do it. I doubt it. I would sincerely doubt Bitcoin would be at 30K in 2 minutes. But if it did, that would be cool. I'll take it. Mana said you're bullish on Coinbase stock. Coinbase has been running up because of the ETF rumors, I think. I will say this. If any of those ETFs get approved, Coinbase stock will freaking moon. Will go to freaking Pluto. If any of those ETFs get approved. As they'll be the custody. Coinbase stock will go freaking nuts. Like if the BlackRock ETF got approved, Coinbase ronk. I mean, so would Bitcoin, in my opinion, but Coinbase I think would go nuts. Nuts, dude. Excuse me. See, I'm burpy. I'm not even farty, man. I said I was going to be farty today. Bass said, I was buying a shitcoin. I met my wife when she front ran my transaction. It's so technical, dude. She front ran you. You got so horny when she front ran you, right? You had a fantastic buy order set in, and then you saw someone on Etherscan front run you by 1 cent on your shitcoin, and you were like, "Damn, I gotta meet that person." And then you find out it was a chick, and you're like, "Damn, she front run me." Boom. Instant love. Instant love. Damn. Some good stuff. Oh, it's a daily close. Thank you. Thank you, Anderson. I almost fell asleep.
The daily close.
It's the daily close, the weekly close, every close. All right, Bitcoin. Where we closed? We closed at a measly 29,402 for about the 7th day in a row. Nice. So, I mean, still, once again, still think the same thing remains. We got to get back above 29.7. If we do, we're looking good. If we can't continue to get rejected, we're looking for a 28K. Same shit, different day. The weekly, let's go to the weekly. Weekly's still in no man's land too. Like the weekly's just in complete no man's land. It to me on the chart, it makes so much sense to test this bull market support band again. If we don't, that's fine. I just think on the chart it makes sense. I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, I'd rather be wrong. I'd rather. I at this point, I would rather be wrong. You know what I mean? I just think it makes sense to test this, just based off what we've done in this uptrend. But you know, the weekly 29,000, what 288. Not too much to take from that, really. And to me on the chart, it just makes so much sense to test this weekly high right there. Right where the bull market support band is. You know, hope I'm wrong. But actually, I mean, do I really hope I'm wrong? No. I mean, that would give some better entries for the altcoin market if Bitcoin was to go down there. But I hope I'm wrong. Why not? At this point, who cares? Drew said we're going there. Yeah, true. I think we eventually make it there too, man. You know, I think we eventually make it there too, dude. It just makes so much sense on the chart to backtest this level right here, dude. Right there. Oh man, it would just make it just makes so much sense. It's just taking its sweet time getting there. Hopefully we do it this week. Hopefully we do it this week, and we can just put it. We can then we can test this, and if we hold it, then we can be a little bit more confident that now we filled in this big weekly candle that has a bunch of inequality, right? Giant weekly candle, never filled it. We can fill it, all right, and we can move on with our lives. But for now, we wait as we chop and we go from a bull market to a bear market 4 times every day, and that's what we got. Crypto's holding up well and growing little by little. True, man. Listen, I am bullish as shit on the high time frames. I just think short-term time frames we can see one more little move down, which is fine. Right? It's totally okay. Totally Gucci, as they say now, apparently. Totally Gucci. Totally. Why do they say totally Gucci? Why do they? Oh, because it's good. That makes sense, actually. That makes sense. I was going to say, why don't they say, like, totally Versace? You know, why do they say totally Gucci? But now I understand, because Gucci means good. And now I just feel dumb. So we're gonna move on. Oh, Lordy. What's the range of the gray box? I would say focus. I would say focus more on these weekly highs. You could wick lower, but I'm looking for like a weekly close at like right around 28,100. You could certainly wick lower though, like because right here you wicked pretty good lower right here. On the weekly you wicked 4% lower, but then you closed right in there. Right, this time right here, you wicked about 1-2% lower. You could still wick lower, right? So, but I would think that we close somewhere above 28K. But the wick, like during that week, we could go a little bit lower. Let's see. All right, fellas. We talked about so much stuff today. No, it's a lot of the same stuff, right? I mean, it's a lot of the same stuff. I'm going to talk about what I think is important. If it's not important, then it is what it is. So I'm going to call it a stream here. I will catch you guys tomorrow as we got the Monday open. I'm hoping, man, we can get some resolution in this this week. That's what I'm hoping for. I would love if we're gonna go test this level, let's freaking do it. If we're not gonna go test this level, let's not do it. But I would love a resolution this week. In my opinion, I think what Drew's kind of saying in the chat makes some sense. As stocks come up, because I still think stocks are coming higher over the course of the next maybe 1, 2, 3 weeks. When S&P starts getting close to these all-time highs, I think that's when we should be looking for Bitcoin starting to push and test these highs again. I think you'll see a lot of correlation with the S&P approaching this all-time high and Bitcoin starting to creep its way back up here, which could be from a lower price, but starts to creep back up here. I think you'll see a lot of correlation with that. And that could be, you know, in a little more time. But if it's, I mean, it could be pretty quick too. I mean, this was a 4% last couple weeks. It's only 4% away. You could do this in a week and a half, 2 weeks, you know? So keep your eye on the prize. I think you're going to see some more chop. Probably stay in between this like 28K and 30K range for a little bit. And bore everyone out for another maybe little while, fellas. All right? Anyways, I'm out. Have a fantastic night, guys. Happy weekly close. Stay up. Stay positive. Don't let other people catch you down. Stop fighting the chat. It's all good. We got this. Later. Peace and love. Catch you guys tomorrow. Peace. Don't pay excited crypto to BlackRock too. If you do, I will find you. Horse Guy will find you. And he will not let you forget that you sold your Bitcoin to BlackRock. Peace.